What is up, guys? I am Joseph. This is Joseph's Place, and welcome to this very momentous video. And the reason this video is so important is it's because it's the second episode I've made of a series in probably about a year. So I'd say this is a pretty big milestone, seeing that I've been able to make decent progress in 2 separate videos consecutively. So I'd say that's a pretty good sign here on out. If I can get through the first 2 videos, then I think we're good to go for quite a while, especially since the first videos have been very grindy and really just setting a lot of stuff up. So I do want to preface this video by saying this video's content will be some of the most boring content in RuneScape, which is AFKing NMZ. And let me tell you, it was absolutely terrible. I mean, it had to be exceptionally bad if it made me start my Iron Man back up so I could runecraft 40,000 runes. I mean, it's got to be some kind of boring, and it was. I mean, I always thought that AFKing is what RuneScape is all about, and I was thinking, you know, 20 seconds of activity every 5 minutes, yeah, this is really going to be nice, I'm going to get some good XP. It was terrible. I did get good XP, but it was terrible. I had such a terrible time, but I stuck it out and finished my goal, and I know that's not really much to complain about, but I was at NMZ for almost a week and a half, so I'm going to complain about it. But first off, let's get into the progress that I was able to make in that week and a half. First off, I completed my first goal of this video, which was to get 80 ranged. Now, that's not super high, but I have a reason for keeping it a little bit lower for now, and I'll get into that in a little bit. But then after 80 ranged, I got the enjoyment of going to the Grand Exchange, buying full Darex, and then going back to NMZ for 4 or 5 times the amount of time that it took to get 80 ranged to get 90 strength. So now I'm at 90 strength, and that's really the only progress I've made in this video. Now, the reason I am getting strength and stopped with ranged is mainly because I want my account to be rounded. Yes, this is really the end goal of this series, is to get to Inferno and make a very good attempt at Inferno, and I don't really need strength for that. But I do want my account to be fairly well-rounded, so I don't get to that point and then I'm just stuck not being able to do anything. So I got 90 strength to get some HP levels and just some overall combat levels and just get a level that I thought I really needed. And I stopped at 80 ranged because I will have the opportunity in the next 2 weeks to AFK NMZ a lot more while doing other things on top of the time I normally play. So this won't be interrupting the goals I will be working on for whatever specific video it is. It'll be in addition to that. I'll be able to AFK NMZ quite a bit for about 2 weeks. So I'm just going to basically leave my account on. It'll be low XP per hour. It'll be with a crossbow and bolts, but I'll be able to probably get pretty close to 90 with that. And then from there, I can go and get whatever level I need. But I didn't really want to go too hard with range training since I do have that 2 weeks coming up, and it will probably be about 70 to 90 hours I'll be able to AFK extra. So that will definitely help get the range level I need, and then I can go from there and then get either 95 or 99, whatever I end up really having the attention span to get. So that is why I stopped at 80 ranged and why I did get 90 strength. I know someone asked me that in the previous video, so I wanted to clear that up. I do have a method to my madness. I usually have things pretty well planned out, but there's chances are I am forgetting something. So if you have a question about my builds, let me know. Just feel free to hesitate to just question my whole existence. Many people do it on a regular basis. So that really is all the progress I've made between last video and this video. I have been farming a little bit, and I got 73 farming. I don't even know if I have a clip of that. I've just been doing it just because I thought it would be good to start. Farming's pretty cheap right now, although seeds had a random price spike, but for the most part, it's pretty cheap, so I have no problem dumping a little bit money into that just to get it going. But that's not really important. I got 73 farming, and I think I have the materials for 80 at the moment. I didn't want to buy any higher than that because pineapple seeds spiked for like 1K randomly, and I'm assuming they're going to go back down. So that's really all the progress I made in this video. So I want to take the rest of the video to explain what I'll be doing this upcoming week-ish and what the poll will be in the description. First off, I want to talk about the poll. I got pretty good response from last week's poll, so I'm going to do it again with 4 different options. And by different, I mean some of them will be the same as last poll, but I won't put the same thing that I will be doing, if that makes sense. I don't want to do the same thing 2 weeks in a row because I think that would just make repetitive videos or repetitive content. So that means that this upcoming poll will not have money making in it, since this next video will be about money making. But I will keep going with this poll idea as long as people keep voting. I think it's a good way to give you guys a choice of what you want to see and give me a good motivation to do that specific thing. So I'll be continuing with that. Haven't decided what will be in the poll, but there will be one in the description. So this upcoming video, the one that will be releasing next, the next progress video, will be about money making. And my goal for these money making videos, because there will be quite a few of them throughout this series, is to increase my bank value by basically 10 mil. So it's not going to be just my cash stack, because I could artificially increase my cash stack. I mean, I'm probably dumping Daruk soon, so that gives me almost 4 mil cash. So that would be artificial increasing of my cash stack. So I don't want to do that. I do want to just straight increase the value of my bank by 10 mil. So right now my bank is valued at 64.4 mil according to Conduit's bank value estimator, I guess, or calculator would be a better word. So I'll be going for about 74 to 75 mil bank value by the time the next video releases. Now, I don't like grinding out one money-making method, you know, for hours and hours and hours on end. Last video of the 100 Barrows chests was probably the maximum amount of time I'd want to devote to one specific money-making method, as I don't really like actively making money in the game. I just find it boring. But that is going to kind of dictate how these videos are going to go. So I'll be doing probably 4 to 6 different money-making methods, and some of them might be absolute shit, but some of them might be good. And I do want to kind of just try a bunch out. I have a lot in my head that I've either heard about or wanted to test out myself. So I'll be testing those and going through the ones that I have in my head. And if you have anything you'd like me to try out that you just haven't had the time or too lazy to try out, let me know, and I'll give it an hour's worth of my time and see if it's any good. Now, the benefit of this for the channel is I will be releasing most of the money-making methods that I find decent as videos. Now, I'm not promising these will be original concepts or something brand new or something, anything like that, but I do want to kind of document my progress in that style. So if I do 4 ways of making money, 2 of them are shit, but one of them's good and one of them's okay, I'll probably make a video for that one and just show the amount I've made, go a little bit more in depth in the method I used, and kind of explain what I did and how much money it makes, so I don't have to waste the progress videos with that in-depth detail, even though I'd love to go into that in-depth detail. So I'll be making separate videos for the methods that I think are decent. And they are going to be guides, but again, since they're not more like strictly original content, most likely, they'll be more of supplementary watching material for the progress videos, if that makes sense. So expect those in the next week or so. I don't want to go too far into that because I really haven't thought it through all the way. That's just been something I've been thinking about. But that is my plan for the next video. I don't think it'll take me longer than a week to make 10 mil. Depends really on how much I play, but I could make that in a day if I wanted to. But since I do want to test out some different methods, it'll take me maybe, I'm going to guess about a week to make that. And I might go over a little bit, but I'll never go under that 10 mil, or else I'll just completely fail the goal and it'd be pointless. So I will be going for strictly 10 mil and focusing all of my efforts on money making. I really won't be doing any training or anything like that. So that is all I have for the progress of this video and what I'll be doing going on from here. I do want to hear what you guys have to say about me doing JAD, because that is a topic that will have to be talked about since this is a road to Inferno. So JAD is going to be, or the fight caves is going to be a major part of this series. So I'd love to hear what you guys would like to see in terms of fight cave content. My goal is to get really 20 to 50 capes, or at least get to a spot where I can comfortably get them for Inferno attempts. So I will need to do it quite a bit and get very good at it. I was thinking of streaming those attempts, so if that's something you would like to see, let me know. I'd love to stream that type of content if it's something you'd really like to see. I've always had a problem with streaming as it's not something that I'm super interested in, but if people are interested in watching someone terrible at this game try to do something that's mid-tier like fight caves, I'll throw on my stream for it. That's not a problem. So if you guys do want to see that, and if you're watching by this point, I'm assuming you're interested in the series, so let me know what you have to think about that in the comments below. But that is all I have for this video. I'm going to wrap it up here. So I hope you did enjoy this video. I'm having a lot of fun progressing my account, and I'm glad I got past those initial hurdles of making a little bit of money and getting my skills up to a decent level. So from here on out, it should be a lot more smoother with the methods I can take, and I'm looking forward to it. So I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far, but that is all I have for this video. I will see you next time.